Welcome back to our live coverage here at reInvent. I'm AM Grabelny. The fork's back, okay? I brought the fork back. And Jasmine.
I'm Jasmine Kyles, and he gave me a spoon.
Yeah. We brought a spoon to the mix, too. We got a fork and a spoon. Kathy and Gary down there are wondering what they signed up for, I'm sure.
I do not have a knife. Sorry.
You get a knife?
No.
You can have the fork if you want it. Well, same.
Pass it.
Okay, there you go. It's yours now. There we go.
Passing the fork. Okay.
I will need that
Gary,
back.
would you like my spoon?
We've just met, but okay, I'll take your spoon. Seems like a big commitment, but thank you.
Chat's asking, Jasmine actually asked this before we went live, who's got the spork?
I asked for my
You asked for a
spork.
spork.
I'm waiting for my spark to arrive. Okay.
If you're just joining us, welcome to our live coverage of reInvent. We are AWS OnAir. We are going to be talking with Kathy and Gary about some generative AI use cases at Amazon,
Yes.
right? Gary, let's start with you. You're the SA for Amazon at AWS, right?
Absolutely. It's one of the most interesting jobs, I think, for an SA, supporting Amazon as a customer on AWS. Just a mind-blowing customer operating at scale that no one else does. So very exciting things we get to participate in.
And Kathy, please, would you introduce yourself as well?
Absolutely. So Kathy Wilcock here. I'm a Principal Business Development Manager. Work with Gary and others. And as Gary said, we work with the most exciting customer, the biggest customer. Get to see across all the business units in Amazon and what their challenges are and how they're innovating and using AWS technologies to make things possible.
I love that. And I have a feeling, I just want to remind everybody, we are live. So chat, I have a feeling might have some questions about some of these use cases. I'm sure, as Gary pointed out, it's a very interesting customer, right?
Very, very interesting customer. I mean, we're selling widgets on the website. We are delivering them with electrified vehicles, sometimes with drones. We're putting satellites into space. We have automated autonomous vehicles. We use robotics. I mean, we get to play with so much cool stuff.
Right.
It is just amazing.
Just a few interesting things.
Just a few interesting things.
Yeah.
A few
Just a few.
interesting
Only
things.
a few.
Yeah.
Only a few.
Yeah.
We saw some really interesting things on stage today in the main keynote from Matt Garman. We got to see Andy Jassy back at AWS reInvent, and he was all about how Amazon is using AWS.
Yeah.
How big was that for you?
It was huge. I mean, it was really exciting to see Andy back on stage, and it was also very exciting to hear about a lot of the projects that our teams work on, and Rufus and Alexa and Amazon Ads, all the groups that we support, and to see those things they're out in production, they're live. They're actually there and people are using them, and so it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun to see that.
Yeah, we often kind of go under the radar with the exciting things that Amazon actually does on top of AWS. And customers often assume that, of course, Amazon uses AWS, but we treat Amazon as a customer like we do any other.
Right.
And so the role that Kathy and I have is to inspire this customer and to get them to, take advantage of all the great services we have in the cloud. And it was amazing to be able to have Andy on stage highlighting the things that we do. It was a real pat on the back for the team.
That's awesome. We got an audience full of devs, builders, engineers, all kinds of technical people watching. And look, I once upon a time might have been considered a technical person myself. One of the biggest challenges that I've faced throughout my career in technology is taking something from an idea, or you're pitching somebody on something, or a POC even, and getting it out and live and actual and real and in production. Gary, you want to talk a little bit about, that's got to be challenging with Amazon to get things into production, right?
Sure. It's challenging. The bar is really high. Obviously, we want to do right by our customers. And we're operating at a scale that, again, is hard to fathom in other industries. But Amazon still is a day one company, and we do take risks. We do release products, often under the beta umbrella. We want to get the feedback back from our customers. And so we're sometimes aggressive. Right. So we do take some risks, and, Amazon is pushing the envelope. So a lot of the announcements that we hear about at reInvent, a lot of the AWS services, these services have been tuned and pushed by Amazon's business needs. right? So in some cases, they have been beta testing, they have been dog fooding this technology for months or maybe even years. And that has all helped to, make the AWS product that much better.
Yeah.
I like to say we're drinking our own champagne, not
Yes.
really the other comment that Gary made. But I think that is true. I mean, we're really working on using this largest, most prevalent customer and pushing the envelope. And those are really shaping and hardening AWS services. So people in like industries across AWS know that when they go use them, they're going to work really well. They're at the, the level of availability and sustainability that Amazon expects them. So
Yeah. Quick, if you're in the chat, tell us what is the name of the Amazon.com generative AI powered shopping assistant.
Okay. While you think about that, I actually saw a comment that was reading Gary's mind from chat. Lord Rex is your friend
Scary.
said, I would imagine
A spoon
Amazon.
for those who get to read my mind.
There you go.
yes, it's scary.
You'll have to bend the spoon with your mind later, Gary. So Lord Rex is your friend said, I would imagine Amazon is not only using AWS, but is also the most bleeding edge implementations of AWS, which could be possible. Speaking of bleeding edge, I wanted to talk about all the things that we're doing with generative AI, and Amazon, as Jasmine just brought up, has we don't want to give away the name because they're trying to think of it.
They're thinking of it in the chat, and they're coming up with some funny ones.
Okay.
Maybe some better names.
So can we talk about how Amazon is using generative AI? Because that's what a lot of people are asking across the industry. How am I supposed to use generative AI?
Absolutely. So we've taken a very practical approach, right? And we're using generative AI to empower our customers, our business partners to do work better. And so the name that will go unnamed until somebody properly guesses it, Jasmine, that's a service that we created. We put generative AI in the hands of our customers to improve their shopping experience, right? They can use this in Amazon.com. They can use it within the mobile application. And it's not just a search. It's not a, search for, item XYZ. It's actually search for a product that fits my needs, and here are my needs. I need A, I need B, I need C, and it will give me back products. And you can say, well, compare these two. Which one's lighter? Which one's heavier? Which one's, has better ratings? And it will provide me that information. It is a shopping assistant. Does somebody guess the name yet?
Can we say it?
They have.
Yay.
I am bad driver. I can't read it. It's so bad. For me, I'm just like, it's like a lot of letters. Like, I am B Dad River says Rufus.
Yes.
Fork and spoon to
Correct.
We also got some fun one, Woofus. A couple of variations, very close. But yeah, I've seen Rufus in the shopping app when I'm shopping, and it helps me compile different things. I used to spend all these time going through reviews to figure out, what's the good product for me? What are people saying? And now Rufus is like, hey, here's the good and the bad. This is what people are saying.
I love that people voted for Andy, which is
it could have been,
look, we're a people that like to see these.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to demo something for you that is actually at the other end of Rufus.
Okay.
So Rufus is a tool that we've got for our consumers, right? What I'm going to show you now is a tool that we've got for our advertisers, our business partners, right? These are the people that are selling things on Amazon.com. Is my screen being shared right now? Hope it is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Woohoo. All right. So this is a tool called AI Creative Studio. This is actually based on some of the technology that was talked about today. Some of those new foundation models that were described today that do text to image and text to video, these originated here.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
This tool has been using this and been building on those technologies for a while. Here's how it starts. I've actually taken an ASIN, right? An ASIN is really just an identifier for a product that we sell on Amazon. I just picked some dumbbells because, I ate too much over Thanksgiving. I got to lose some weight. So think of me as an advertiser who wants to sell this product. And really, I'm not a very talented advertiser. All I've got is a picture of this product. And that picture itself, it's not very exciting. But if I use Image Generator, what this is going to do is it's going to read information from the listing for that product, and it's going to create some thematic backgrounds for me to use with that image of those dumbbells. So these are being generated for me right now. All I did is I copied over the ASIN that I was looking for, and it's generating some lifestyle images for me that go along with that.
Okay.
Now, while that's happening, generative AI takes a minute, right? We know that. It's getting faster every day. I just want to show some of the architecture that runs this behind the scenes, right? There's many steps here. We're taking the product catalog, so the information that about the product. So these are 10-pound weights. They come in blue. They're good for working out. We're taking any kind of prompt that I, as the advertiser, may have added. Maybe I said, you know what, I want to see these on the beach, or I want to see them in a different scene. We're taking that as input. We're using generative AI to analyze that input. We're using responsible AI to make sure that something I typed wasn't nefarious. And then we're generating images, various images based on those inputs. And then we're testing those images again for responsible AI before we return them. So let's take a look at what we got here. So here we've got in this first one, and I'll just increase it. So those dumbbells have now been placed on a background image of a gym, which makes sense. Some of them are just theme images. So this is just an image for a tranquil home gym, right? So they don't have
that's what a gym is.
That's what a tranquil home gym looks like. Yeah.
No
I've
dumbbells.
hered a lot about these.
That's
things.
right. That's right. And again, it gives me a variety of these. And I could extend these myself and say, for working out on the beach. And it will create more variations of these for me. And I can take these and I can put them into my advertisement. And these make the advertisements themselves richer. But it also makes the experience for the Amazon shopping customer better because they're seeing more vibrant images on the site. Right?
Yeah.
So this is Amazon Image Generator, part of the AI Creative Studio. And as I mentioned earlier, sometimes we like to beta test things. This is still in beta. This is in the hands of our advertisers today, and we're constantly seeking feedback and iterating on this product to make it better.
Okay.
Yeah, this was actually a service that was launched by Amazon Ads in October of last year. And so it has been in beta, is getting improvements all the time. And it doesn't cost anything for advertisers to use it. So it really enables people that don't have the creative assets and capabilities to extend their advertising in a way that really, as Gary said, makes it an amazing shopping experience.
The dumbbells are laying on the beach like I do. That's how I lay on the beach as well. This is really, really cool. I mean, that took very little effort, very little time, and you've got a lot of things to choose from here.
Right.
Go ahead.
And this is using some of the newer models that were announced today.
Yes, Amazon Nova, right?
Amazon Nova.
And Nova Reels and Nova Canvas.
Nova Canvas and Nova Reel. So
Yes.
Canvas does the images.
Okay.
There's also capability in here that we can make these images more live and actually do a little bit of a video behind them. Currently 6-second videos with Nova Reel.
Okay.
So that plays out really well. And actually, if people are interested in this, we actually do have a seminar on it tomorrow, a session on it tomorrow.
Okay.
AMZ 303.
Yep.
And that's at 3 o'clock tomorrow.
3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very nice. And I was going to say, chat was talking about Nova earlier. Also, they're asking, what was the name of the new models? Was it Amazon Nova? So good to hear that that's what that was. Anything else you would like to share, Gary? This is really cool. I think this is a really very interesting use case. We got about 2 minutes. Anything else that you want to talk to us about Amazon?
I don't know. I was just wondering if anyone in the audience has used Rufus or any advertisers out there that have tried some of these capabilities before. Maybe somebody can let us know if they've tried them and what their thoughts are. That'd be great.
It sounds like Jasmine did.
I have used Rufus.
Yeah.
I use it for going through the product reviews much faster.
Okay.
The other day I searched something and I was like, tell me about a product that can, do X, Y, and Z. And it comes back with like the specific recommendations. Yeah.
Just a data point to maybe blow people's minds.
Yes.
So for Prime Day, so we launched Rufus ahead of Prime Day. And Prime Day is one of Amazon's biggest shopping days. So this last Prime Day, we had to scale Rufus up to 80,000 processors to scale for Prime Day.
Yeah.
We handled 3 million tokens per minute. On Rufus. So we had to scale it so fast and so quickly. We wanted to be so resilient. We actually scaled it across 3 regions.
Wow.
And for that, we used both Trainium and Inferentia. Right?
Nice.
So we talked about Trainium today in the keynote.
Yeah, Matt
we used
mentioned.
And the one of the mentions was Trainium. It's also used for inference. It may not be a good name. Rufus is exactly that example. We use both Trainium and Inferentia to support it.
Very nice. That's we just heard from Jeff Barr right before your segment, and that's one of Jeff's blog posts I look forward to every year is talking about Prime Day. after
Oh, yeah.
and the scaling. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Every
Yeah.
time I read it, I'm just like, this is.
I'm sure we're going to get some great stats out of the day after Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
Cyber Monday as well. There'll be some
Oh, yeah,
pretty
that's
amazing
fun.
stats to come out.
We gotta
Gary,
wrap.
the chat is saying that's confidence in your architecture.
We got to wrap up, Jasmine.
We got to wrap.
We
It's
gotta
been
go.
fun. I love learning about what Amazon is doing on AWS. And, we get to see it as employees, and there's still so much more to come.
Absolutely.
But there's more to come for you, too. So stick around. We'll be right back.